Hello and welcome to Fibre Town. I'm Emily, your host, and I'm having a snow day. It's awesome. I'm still in my PJs. The whole family is home, so I am in a different location this week, somewhere where it's quiet. So, yay! Welcome to Fibre Town. You can find me on Ravelry as Chain of Fools. Join the group over there. We are at over 100 members. Yay! I'm also on Plurk as Chain of Fools, and you can find the video podcast on YouTube and at fibretown.blogspot.com. Fibre spelled R-E. So, yes indeed, I am here in my bedroom today, still in my PJs, but for modesty's sake, I am wearing a hitchhiker knit by my wonderful friend Leanne. It's just fabulous. It's keeping me warm. My bedroom's pretty cold. And it is snowing like gangbusters out there. I'll show you out the window in a minute. But yeah, she knit me this amazing hitchhiker for my birthday. And I believe it's Neighborhood Fibre Company, which is a local DC company. It's a single. A beautiful turquoise and blue color. You know, it's just perfection. So it feels great. Okay, so who wants to see the snow? If you are motion sick, just close your eyes for a minute and then open them back up to see an amazing snowstorm. Here we go. There's my neighbor Phil's house. Ooh, getting some wind out there too. So we woke up to a winter wonderland in Fibre Town. Okay, so we do have over 100 members. So I will open that thread for the giveaway for the Meduseld yarn, just to refresh your memory. You can choose this one. This is the Romney Alpaca 50/50 blend, 7 ounces of a bulky, 280 yards, loveliness. Or you can choose 100% Romney, 200 yards. They're both lovely. So when I open the thread, just go on in there and say which one you would prefer and tell me why. Could be you prefer, you're allergic to alpaca, or you have something specific in mind that you want to make. So share the details of all that, and we will draw for that next week. We have a drawing today. In just a minute, we'll get to that. I'd like to say hello to the new members of the group. From Michigan, we have 2 ladies, Sandra and Nancy. And I'm originally from Michigan, so this is a little bit like my childhood today, all this snow. From the UK, there's Linda and Dawn. From Ireland, I looked up how to pronounce this, Myra. I hope that's right. M-A-I-R-E, and welcome. From Oklahoma, Miata Mimi. From Pennsylvania, we have Kate. From New Mexico, we have Jessie. And she was the 100th member. Yay! Confetti. And she, I believe, she's from the Multicraftual podcast, which is a fantastically funny podcast. Check it out if you haven't. From North Carolina, there's Marilyn. Deb from Iowa. Joanne from Vermont. Oh, there's another one from Michigan. Judy. From Texas, there's Jerry. Leah from Minnesota. Hi, Leah. Haven't seen you in a while. She's a friend of mine who moved away. And Josie from Ohio. So since we're over 100 members, I think what I'm going to do in the future is only introduce somebody who has introduced themselves in the introduction thread, rather than just mention everybody who joins the group. That'll save us a little time. Not that I'm pressed for time, but, you know. Okay, are y'all ready? Let's see who won the February giveaway. Bear with me, this is my first time with a random number generator. There we go. I have the numbers in there, 2 through 56. And some amazing FOs. If you get a chance, go in there and you'll get a lot of inspiration. All right, I'm going to press generate random number. And we have number 53. Okay, let's see who 53 is. I never know in drawings what my numbers are. So if you do, you're probably screaming at the screen right now. Okay, February FOs. We've already got a few March ones. Number 53 is Mario Sue, and it looks like she did a Lucy hat. There it is, number 53. Congratulations, Mario Sue. Send me a PM and give me your just tell me actually which pattern you'd like, and up to the value of $7, and I will gift it to you. Congratulations, you won. Okay, so enter the March one, and I'd love to see what you're making there. I did say that you could enter project bags if you like. Okay, show and tell. Let's see. Here is my wee finished object, something I hadn't even started last week. It wasn't on my radar. My daughter is intent on knitting through the Teeny Tiny Mochi Mochi book by Anna Harakovic. I think I'm saying that somewhat right. Here's Elephant. It's really hard to get a good look at it. There's our little purple elephant with this little tufted tail. These things are so tiny. So far, all we've knit is a chicken and now the elephant. And she was knit out of some leftover Bunky Bobo, which I believe is now defunct. It's not on Etsy. I could be wrong. It could be somewhere else. But Bunky Bobo's beautiful purple sock. I used this as one of my colors in the Daybreak shawl. And it was gifted to me by my friend Angie, who gives me all sorts of amazing yarns. So yay, little purple elephant. She's got a whole collection going. My second FO, my last FO this week, are the Winds Chief inspired fingerless mitts. And these are knit out of the Meduseld Handspun Jacob. I knit them on 7s and 8s, and I'm just going to warn you, they look so bizarre when they're not on hands. You're like, what are those things? They have a weird curve to them, and they're just strange. However, when they are on, they're pretty awesome. If I can figure out how to get them on. All right, this one goes on the left hand. And I didn't bother with an actual thumb. I just left a hole. So they're nice and long. They're squishy and soft and warm. And yeah, there's that part. I think they came out great. Let me see if I can get the other one on. Where is the hole? Alrighty. Oh, here it is. These will go to my husband. I knit him the Winds Chief hat in the matching yarn. And now I've exhausted this lovely Jacob hand spun. There we go. There's that one. And that one. And I knit him the hat to fit his gigantic Charlie Brown head. And it fits me too. This Jacob is amazingly stretchy. And I think I got the 4 ounces of fiber for $5. So for $5 I've gotten a hat and a pair of fingerless gloves, and I just have a wee ball of it left. So I've made excellent use of it. So they look weird off, but they look awesome on. And I just monkeyed around with the concept of the Winds Chief twisted rib and the way it goes, and highly recommend that pattern. Love it, love it, love it. So yay, that's my show and tell, the elephant and the gloves. I do have a brand new whip, but let me show you an old whip that I have shown you before that I decided to pull out and work on. This was originally the Whippoorwill shawl. It has since become something completely different, and silly me, just in the middle of a row. But as you can see, I have the pink, blue, green, and now I'm into the gold. And you might notice that I decided to ditch the stockinette stitch. And the reason is this is 500 and some stitches, and I can't be purling all of that. I just can't. So I just randomly switched to garter stitch. Boop, there it is. There it is. I have all of this gold. Then the gold goes into the blue. And then we've got some more blue. So, lots and lots of yarn still to use. I want this done eventually. I have made some good progress just doing garter stitch, knit, 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 knit. It uses up more yarn than stockinette stitch, and so I'm optimistic again that I can get this done. This was hand spun out of my first loop bat, and the colorway was Sorry Charlie, and it has sari silk in it, little bits and bobs, and also Angelina. Yeah, as I said, that started out as the whippoorwill, and who knows what it is now. It's not the whippoorwill anymore. It's going to be big, though, I think. All right, my other work in progress is a gift. So if you are a little girl who's going to be 10 years old in the next few weeks, you're probably not watching this, number one. But if you are, step away for a few minutes. If you are her mother, you're welcome to stay. Okay. Knitty, spring 2006. And I haven't brought this pattern up. Let me get it. Knitty, spring 2006. A lovely designer by the name of Beth Skorecki published a pattern called Naughty. Not naughty like bad, naughty like Nautilus, like the animal. Oh, where is it? It is a sea creature, and this little girl is having a sea creature themed birthday party, so it's kind of perfect. And the pattern is going pretty well so far. There it is, Naughty. As you can see, I started this out of some Lamb's Pride worsted. See? It's all coiled up. There's one side, here is the other. And yeah, you stuff as you go. It starts out basically as I-cord, and then you stuff as you go, and every 4 rows and this is free so I can say, every 4 rows you coil it up and you stick your needle through a stitch, knit it together with the stitch on your left needle, and it attaches the shell to the next level. So you get that coil and it's all attached. Then you stuff, and then you knit, and then you add a stitch until you get to the head. Show you that again. And I'm going to do the head, maybe, if it works, out of this, which is Lorna's Laces in the Daffodil colorway. So yeah, solid shell and variegated head. This Nautilus pattern also comes in a non-coiled body, because I guess those exist too. And you can see them in this picture. Coiled and his uncoiled brother. Hang on. Go away. There you are. So that is fun, and it's pretty fast. Should be done for her birthday. Okay. Oh, I should have mentioned that the Whippoorwill is a pattern by Karina Spencer. Forgot to say that. Okay, so spinning and weaving. I'm not weaving this week. Probably not next week. Really kind of fallen out of love with the loom I have. So no weaving for a while, until maybe later, or maybe until I get a new loom. However, I did take up with my Angora Merino that I showed you all last week. And I've been spinning it on my supported spindle. I'm kind of a new supported spindler, so it's really not, the best, but it's just a little bit of fiber, and I wanted to practice, so this is actually perfect. So this is my supported spindle that I got from the Spanish Peacock, and one of my local yarn stores, Uniquities, was lucky enough to have the Spanish Peacock come and sell spindles and do a supported spindling class. And I'm blanking on the name of the wife who taught the class. The husband makes the spindles and the wife teaches sported spindling. I wish I could remember. She was great. I really enjoyed the class. And so yeah, I've got my cop down here, my temporary cop up here. What you do is you spin off the tip, and as you get twist and you get your single, you just wind it onto here, which is the temporary cop. And eventually once you get enough there, you do sort of an Andean bracelet. Take the temporary cop off onto an Andean plying bracelet, but you're not going to ply it. And then you wind it down here. And then you have more room up here. So yeah, I just, it spins really beautifully. I don't have the bowl, but you can see it spinning. You could just do it in your hand. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I went to the library last night and was waiting for my daughter, and I had an hour to myself and spun this and freaked out the muggles. Okay, so let's see. I do have some more spinning. It's not all that exciting, but I've added to my my Kriya alpaca collection. I have 3 skeins now, because I spun a 3rd one this week. Here it is. As you may remember, I have the giant basket of alpaca Kriya fleece. And now I have about 300 yards towards my future alpaca blanket. So that's just really fast to spin. I do it long draw, and I have 3 bobbins, boom, boom, boom. I spin long draw and then ply them all up together. It does not take very long at all. So I need to do like one of those a week to get myself in a rhythm with that and make sure I have enough. At least, so it doesn't take me 10 years. Okay, so up and coming, I am thinking about knit-alongs. Knit-alongs, knit-alongs, and knit-alongs. And unfortunately, the 2 that interest me would involve socks. And I am a super slow sock knitter. I wish I were fast. I saw that Diane, I think it was Diane of Knittables, knit a pair in 2 days. Takes me at least 2 weeks, if not a month or 2. All right, so the first one I'm considering, and I think I'm going to do it, is this Fibre Nymph Dye Works in the Nyan Cat base. I had never heard of Nyan Cat until Lisa of 90% Knitting, who is the dyer behind Fibre Nymph, you all know that probably, until she talked about Nyan Cat. And Nyan Cat is a video game character. It's a cat whose body is a pink Pop-Tart, and it shoots rainbows out of its behind into a starry night sky. So you've got the pink, got the rainbows, and you've got the starry night sky. And this blue is for cuffs, heels, and toes. And the rainbow is for the body of the sock. Now, I went on Ravelry and I looked at everything that's been done with Nyan Cat, because there's not a whole lot out there. I was lucky enough to get a spot on her wait list, and I was number 12, so I got this in October around my birthday, so it was a nice gift. Gift to myself. And I was thinking maybe socks, maybe I could think of something else to do besides socks, but I've come to the conclusion that socks really are the best use of this yarn for me. And so yeah, here I go. I mean, they could be cool fingerless mitts, but would I really want to wear Nyan Cat fingerless mitts? Probably not. On my socks, on my feet though, they'd be awesome. So they're going to be socks. And I think I could triple dip with those for the Knitting in Circles pop culture knit along. There's Stockinette Zombies self-striping, which I think is going all year. As well as, Lemknit Crochet's colorful knit along. And I just made a donation to her fundraiser. Go ahead and check it out. As I said, they're amazing prizes, and it's for a great cause. That's Lemknit Crochet. So yeah, I could triple dip potentially in all of those knit alongs. So I think I'm definitely going to do those. The other one that's tempting me is also socks. Well, it's socks that rock. And I could do something else with my socks that rock, but I knit a pair of socks out of the Queen Charlotte colorway in lightweight. And I'm amazed at how well they hold up. I think for 100% wool, they're just astoundingly good socks. Not any sign of wear. A little bit of felting on the interior of the heel, but I just pick it off. They're really amazing. So to make something other than socks with my socks that rock, I have a hard time wrapping my brain around that because they're so fantastic for socks. Let me show you what I've got and probably what I'm doing. However, if I try to knit 2 pairs of socks in a month, I'll never finish them. I might be unhappy too, so probably won't happen. This is the colorway I'm leaning towards using if I do decide to do it. It's Water Lilies. I got this at Maryland Sheep and Wool last year. And I'm just attracted to anything with purple, and I just love the colors in this. I was thinking this would make an amazing pair of Don't Cage Me in socks, which were designed by Heather Kinney, who is Boutros Babe. She has the Fibrista Files podcast, and she is the dyer behind Highland Handmaids. And those are amazing. Those socks I really like in variegated yarn. So that's my thought with this. Here's my other colorway. This is Alley Oop. How gorgeous is that? Now I could conceivably weave, and I could get it done in a month. You know, I could get it done in a couple days if I wove a scarf. But how sad would that be? I don't know. It might be awesome to have a scarf out of socks that rock, but I'm stuck on the idea that they need to be socks. So I don't know if I'll be able to participate in, and I should have said, this is Knittable's Knit Along with Socks that Rock yarn. So that one probably won't happen for me because I can triple dip with my Nyan Cat socks. So, but I think I would like to make the Don't Cage Me in socks out of this eventually. Yay! Okay, have I told you everything this week? I think I have. Enter the drawing for the Metacell yarn and introduce yourself in the introduction thread if you haven't already. You can find me at fibretown.blogspot.com, on YouTube, in the Ravelry group, on Plurk as Chain of Fools, and Ravelry as Chain of Fools. So, Mario Sue, ping me on Ravelry with your info and the pattern you want, and I will gift that to you. And yes, I think that's everything. Now, I'm going to try a tech thing today. I have a few videos of Alice. She's not with me right now, but I have some funny videos. One of her in the snow and one of her playing with the spiky balls that come off of one of the trees around here. If you see them, that means I was successful in my tech endeavors. If not, then we'll try again another time. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today in Fibretown. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.